And we back. Michael says, do a fantasy draft, but don't rebuild. Already starting off kind of weird. Start simulating every 5 losses you can make 1 trade. Try to win a chip in 1 year. Turn off trade deadline. The difficulty is testing your ability to make impactful trades while balancing wins and losses, because to make 6 trades, that means you lost 30 games. All right, let's do it. For every challenge that I failed in NBA 2K23, I'm giving one of y'all a jersey at random. So leave your Twitter in the comment section below. I've already given out a few. I don't like doing it, but I do like doing it. It's a bit weird. Because first of all, I like the responses people give when they get picked, and I like to give back to the community. But jerseys ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? We're stopping in 3 and 2 and 1 and running with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this will turned off trade deadline. The Cavaliers are going to have pick number 26, baby. Pick number 26. We here? Did I turn off injuries? I don't know, but I've seen a lot of injured stars next to people's name, but we'll let it ride. Our Cavaliers have Trae Young, Franz Wagner, Jared Vanderbilt, Onyeka Okongwu, Marvin Bagley. It won't take long for this team to lose 5 games for us to do our first trade. It will not take long. This team is not good. We got Trae Young, which is dope. They got him running. They got him running the 2 for Dante DiVincenzo. Who drafted this team, dog? Anybody thinking that Trae Young is running R2 is crazy. Yeah, I can't wait to make that first trade. We might start off 0-5. Oh, look at the boys. Look at the boys. Okay, there's a first loss, second loss. Come on, please just give me a loss. There we go. That's 3. That's 4. There's 5. Okay, we're 8 and 5 to start off the season, and now we can make our first trade. And we're going to have Trae Young as our star. And I don't even know if we will. I mean, oh, wait. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes. Yep. He said, imagine trading the dude that's averaging 40 and 11. Try to trade that dude. He's averaging 40 and 11. You good here. You good here in Cleveland. We need to get you some help. We got Franz Wagner as a potential trade piece. We got Jared Vanderbilt. We got Onyeka Okongwu. Obviously, there's a lot of different pieces here. They drafted a young team, but not like a super, what's the word I'm looking for? A super high trade value young team. Franz is going to have this value. Actually, we can just take a look at the value. Franz is going to have his value 4-star. Onyeka Okongwu's 3.5-star. Vando's 3-star. Okay, actually, they did all right, I guess. And who else is here? Keon Johnson is 2-star. All right, in contracts go, we do have 15 in Malik Beasley and 10 in Jay Crowder. So if we're using Franz as the trade chip, and then we got the 25 million between these two, and the Franz is at what? 5 million. So okay, so we got a near max-ish type spot if we use those dudes. What type of person do we want to try to go get for Trae Young? I'm gonna try to use Trade Finder the least amount as possible for this type of video. I think it just adds another element and it makes it fun. You know what? Let's try to think about players or find players that are making roughly 20-something-ish million dollars. It's not, you know, on that super max contract just yet. And this first one has to be a really big trade. We got Shea about 30 million. Because we don't know where those next 5 losses are gonna come in. Like he said, it could be Jaylen Brown. It's about balancing, making impactful trades, and something. I forgot what else he said, but it was along those lines, and I like those words. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna trade Franz, we have to go get like a Jaylen Brown type dude. We have to. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets. We're gonna talk to the Brooklyn Nets about JB and see if we can get him to this team in Cleveland. 28 million. We're gonna have Franz's. Wait, where you at, Franz? We're gonna have Franz there. We got to make up 19 million, right? That's exactly what we thought. So there is Malik Beasley. And then in this one, we'll also throw in, I don't know, Obi Toppin. You give us back your cheapest player. That's going to be David Duke Jr. And that's not going to be enough, obviously, because he's Jaylen Brown. But that is the making of a trade. 2-star first-round pick. Then another two 2-star first-round picks. And one more that's going to be 1.5-star. Jaylen Brown is on the team. Great. Sorry, Franz, it had to be you. But now we have Jaylen Brown and Trae Young. And the next trade we do, I mean, I might, man, this is rough because we still have Dante DiVincenzo starting at the 2. Let's just simulate and see where these next 5 losses come. I mean, the trade immediately is super impactful. That's our first loss, second loss. Go sign somebody in free agency. I don't really care. We just waiting for the thing to say 10 losses, and it does right there. Okay, great. Now we can make trade number 2. And this is where we need to focus either on getting that second guard spot, because look at our shooting guard position. Or we need to focus on this big, and Onyeka Okongwu is dope, but he's also a 21-year-old dude. And if we're going to run that center position, we need somebody that's going to run that center position. So let's go back to all players, but specifically look at that center position and see if there's a option there. An option is like a Domantas Sabonis at $18 million for sure. We got Nicholas Claxton at $8 million. Nicholas Claxton at $8 million. It's going to start. Alperen Sengun? Hold on. I forgot the center position got a ton of just cheap. Between Claxton, Sengun, and then Robert Williams is nothing, and even Christian Wood is nothing but cheap centers here. So I feel pretty good about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel pretty good. The obvious thing about this challenge is there's no such thing as getting assets and flipping them because we only can make one trade per 5. So we can't be doing every trade won't be giving up 3 first-round picks because we don't even have 3 first-round picks. So what do we have? Let's take a look at that. Worth trading. I mean, you look at Onyeka Okongwu as a piece. We do have Bagley's 12 million and stuff. Let me take a look around the league real quick. I'm trying to build this Claxton trade. We're gonna make an inter-division trade from Cleveland to Milwaukee. We'll offer this because the contracts, they want a first-round pick. They'll give us a second. Claxton, welcome to the team. And Onyeka Okongwu's now one of the best big men off the bench. We also got in Najee Marshall. We can run Najee Marshall in the starting lineup for the time being, move JB up and do Najee Marshall at the 3. And this is how we run it. It's still not amazing, so we're looking for those next 5 losses. But I think we're still, every trade has made us slightly better. I mean, we ain't lost since this one, so that's a good one. There's our first loss. And we got to do the whole simulation together. That's kind of cool now that I think about it. I'm going to go to my free agency, and I'm going to sign. Can we get PJ? Absolutely. That's a trade chip. We can get PJ. Give us Mike Muscala. Give us Moose. Give us Jermichael Green. Never mind. We already got too many people. Okay, so we need 4 more losses. It's one of the rare times in the video where I'm genuinely like, okay, I'm looking forward to losing because losses means production and trades. And man, we might never get to that 15 loss thing. The boys are hooping. I need to try to pull off like a 3-teamer. At this rate, we'll never get to the point where, because right now I'm just trying to build my starting 5. Right, which means that in order to build it, I need to trade for a shooting guard or small forward now, and then trade for a power forward. That's at least 5 more losses, and then we start worrying about the bench. I need to pull off a trade that at least gives me a starting caliber player and a really good bench player, or 1 3-teamer, which is rare in this channel, but it's something that we got to start looking into. And at this point, I don't even have many trade assets. We have 1 first-round pick, a bunch of seconds, so that's cool. 1 first-round pick. We have like Jayshawn Tate, Dante DiVincenzo, PJ Tucker, who we just picked up, and then that pick. Like, that's not a lot to get somebody, you know? It's not a lot at all, but it's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. We did give up a lot to get Jaylen Brown. Again, I ain't regretting it because Jaylen Brown is a stud, but it was a bunch. A guy like Kuz shouldn't be hard to trade for, right? Kuz, Claxton, Brown, Blank. It's not too bad. Kuzma's not too bad. Jeremy Grant is going to be a little bit more expensive than Kuzma. But Kuzma's another one of those players I don't trade for often in this game. So, you know, we'll take a look at Kyle Kuzma as an option. 84 overall. This season's averaging 14 points per. The shooting splits is cool from the field. Is that a career high? Career high shooting percentage from the field. Near the same throughout the last couple years of his career from 3. Kuzma's nice like that. So let's go talk to whatever team that was about Kyle Kuzma, the Miami Heat. Who else y'all got? Y'all got Jokic, Bones Highland. Actually, y'all got a couple people that I'll be interested in as far as our bench unit goes. Jayshawn Tate. Oh, okay. Financially, this makes sense right off rip, which we love because we have salary cap space. They're obviously gonna say no to this, but I wonder if they're gonna have a counter. No. 84 overall, Kuz. Okay, perfect. We'd be willing to give you a first-round pick in this, so I'm sure you're saying no to that as well. Thought that through. Keon Johnson. No. All right. Now we start thinking about seconds. 1 second. 2 seconds, 3 second-round picks for Kuzma? Nope, it's a dead trade. Do I trade Onyeka Okongwu? I do believe that Onyeka Okongwu as a backup is great, but he's also super valuable. Maybe if we're trading Onyeka, we want to get something more than Kuzma, but this first-round pick is juicy. So like, okay, so let's say we do this deal, right? We throw Kuzma to the starting lineup. Now our bench sucks for the next 5 games or next 5 losses. That's fine. But now we got that first-round pick, and then we got Jayshawn Tate, Dante DiVincenzo, and then we still got 1 more first. Is this a worth deal? Because of the pick, is that a worth deal? I'm gonna do something. Like I said, I don't want to use Trade Finder much this video, but I'm curious of what Onyeka Okongwu's value on the trade block looks like before I accept the Kuzma one. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see if the things are better. Yeah, the Kuzma one don't look too bad now that I see what he can get you by himself. But that's giving up our pick, the LP, and we already got off Nicholas Claxton. Maybe we don't care about spacing and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah. I said I didn't want to use the Trade Finder much this video. I wouldn't consider that much. It was one time. It was one time. I had to do it. Now, our backcourt defensively ain't gonna be amazing. It's not gonna be amazing. But we got two of arguably the best playmaking point guards in basketball. Other than they both averaging 11 assists. Other than like Harden. That's our trade for right now. Kuzma, sorry, we couldn't do it. Our starting lineup looks cool. The bench, a lot to be desired, but we got to lose 5 more games. Let's go try. I would be okay if we lost the next 5. Give us the next 5 losses. 5-game losing streak. Man, we almost did it. That's a 3-game 4. Oh, there we go. Oh, all right. Let's get into it now. Now we start thinking about our bench. Vanderbilt is upset with his touches. That's fine, I guess. Gives us another reason to upgrade you. But no, actually, I don't want Vando to be upgraded. I think Vando fits here really nicely, bro. I think you fit here nicely. We change your tendency and your touches so you can, his shot tendency is 30. Yeah, we'll change that for you. Reese's is so low too. We'll get Reese up to like a 70. We get you up to like a 50. And then we'll get your touches up to like a 60. Is that cool? Cool. Don't be mad no more. Let's go figure out how we can get this bench better. We're around the time of the league where people will start selling and stuff. So this is where we can sneak in and steal some people like a Gallinari if we were interested. I added him to my list. We haven't had Gallinari, mostly because he hasn't played in real life this season. Terrence Mann is a good one, but he's making $10-ish million, a little bit more than that. That's one selling team. Another selling team is here. What do y'all have worth picking up? Ooh, a DeAndre Hunter would be nice. What is your contract? Only $9 million this year, 80 overall. I'll think about that. Those are only 2 selling teams. Oh, no. There's one more. What y'all got? This is your team? We traded with them, right? Who do we take from them? Because Marvin Bagley was on our, Jaylen Brown. We took Jaylen Brown. No, because I was about to say, no way y'all, that was a team y'all drafted. But hey, we might sneak back in. Oh, and we also did the Nyeka Kongu Tyrese Halliburton trade from them, didn't we? So dang, we've been doing a lot of trades to Bucks. They think that we like working together. The Bucks then gave us so many pieces. Oh no, it was Claxton. So they had Reese and Claxton, not Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was somewhere else. I don't remember. It's already mushing in my brain. Okay, so let's see. We've added a couple people to the list that would be. I still think Kuzma's an option, even to this day, and that would probably be giving up V8. Let's go talk about Kuzma again. V8 was a little bit upset with his touches and stuff. We don't really need that in the locker room. I think we can coexist. They're gonna say no. We would be willing to give up, I would say, the seconds. Like, I mean, we don't have. You want David Duke Jr. He's also 1-star value. I don't want to give up that first just yet. I would rather save it for another trade. But these seconds ain't worth nothing at all. So I guess we might have to give up that first. And they still might say no. Let's see. Yeah, they still say no. What if I still give you these seconds? I think Kuzma would be perfect for our team right now. And they still say no. That's fine. That's completely okay. V8 is probably here to stay, and I'm cool with that. We're going to talk to the Celtics about potentially getting Gallinari, I guess. We do have a decent amount of power forwards, but a guy like Najee is more of a 3-4 and a 4-3, you know what I'm saying, so he can play both positions. Maybe we should also be looking at these rebuilding teams too and try to snag some of their pieces because they obviously looking for draft compensation, and 2nd-round picks technically are draft compensation. So we got a bunch of those. So let me look at the rosters over here. We got like Bo, who I can move over to the 5, or even Isaiah Stewart, I can move over to the 5. Undersized, but of course he's played that throughout his career. Bro, John Wall is crazy. He's averaging 20. I'm going to trade for John Wall. He plays for the Dallas Mavericks. He's averaging 20. Now, he will come off our bench here. But no way, John Wall over there snapping like that. And I'm coming to take him off the bench and ruin his successful season. I don't care. $6 million in cap. We will be willing to give you PJ Tucker. They want that first. I don't want to give up that first in the John Wall trade, but we do have a plethora. And I mean a plethora. And I mean keep adding them. A plethora of second round picks. Do I have to give y'all that first? There we go. John Wall, that backup PG we've been waiting for. I mean, I guess Dante's more of a 2 to me. I'm making Dante an official 2. And we can Kuzma off the list because obviously we ain't got the packs yet. I'm making Dante a 2. His overall drops? What the heck? I'm making Dante a 2 because that's what more of what he is to me personally. Okay. So that trade don't make us ridiculously better, but it does make us better. I think John Wall was averaging 20 points per game as a start. Oh, we lost the game immediately. 20 points per game as a starter. I do think we're a couple trades away. We still got that 1st-round pick that I'm holding on to, and I think it might be able to help us splash on something. I just don't know what it is just yet. You just gotta wait till we hit 25 losses and we'll talk about it. 41 and 25. We don't have a ton of room to lose 5 more games. So I think that whatever trade we decide to do next, it could, I don't know yet, it could end up being the last trade we do. And that's a little bit of a scary thought. We're the 3 seed, 2.5 games behind. And we've been playing solid basketball as of recently. I'm a little, that scares me just a little bit. That's all. It scares me a little bit. Claxton is upset with his touches and stuff. So let's go ahead and change that. That's the bad side about trading for Nicholas Claxton. He's going to be upset. I think we got to trade Vando, man. I think we have to. We have to trade Vando. Let's try to think about this from the playoff perspective. Once we come to the playoffs, we probably run in what, an 8-man? So like anybody outside of the 8-man is like tradable. And right now we don't even have a backup center. It's a lot of Claxton. It's a lot of Vanderbilt as the backup 5. We should be thinking backup 5. We got Moose. Dang, what direction should we be going? I'm going to try to take these guys from Charlotte. We mentioned them earlier. One of them could start at the 4. Could be Bobo. I mean, he's really nice. I mean, maybe not shooting it crazy right now. And Isaiah Stewart is pretty good as well. One of them will start at the 4. The other one will be the backup center. They can't do this deal because they need an extra player. I won't give them Jaylen Brown, but I will give them David Duke Jr. They want Garrison Matthews and a pick. Can we get something back? Can you just make us feel a little bit better about this trade? Give us a lottery protected, or give us something that make us feel better. Give us this Bulls pick that you don't care about. Then they want Dante DiVincenzo for Dean Wade, but you can keep that second. They want Dante DiVincenzo for Dean Wade. I just want an extra pick in case we do lose 5 more games and I can make another splash. Or do we just accept? This gives us a little bit more depth, and now we actually will have a backup center. Now, okay, thank you. We got a 2nd round pick in return. So now we're gonna start Bowl at the 4, and then put Isaiah Stewart as the backup 5. Is that the missing piece of this championship team? Only time will tell. This is gonna be real rough here. Bobo starting off the bench. We have John Wall, Najee Marshall, Jayshawn Tate, and Isaiah Stewart. That ain't too bad. I mean, we can run it in 10 in the regular season, and with Dante coming off the bench too, that ain't too bad. We got to get Claxton like unupset. We got to make him happy, and I'm sure it's just getting him touches and stuff. So he shouldn't be having the same amount of touches and shot attempts as Tyrese Halliburton. But if that's gonna get him happy, so be it. Are we gonna lose 5 more games? Yep. There's already 1. Okay. There's already 2. All right. Already 3. Okay. Already 4. So, I mean, that's a minor dub. We get 1 more trade to do to fill out the rest of the roster. Maybe. Thank you. I'm actually happy about that. 15 games over 500. Here we go. The last trade. The last one we thinking about. Claxton is still upset, bro. Do I just trade Clax now for like Robert Williams and wash our hands of this upset man? Is that the last trade? I feel like that's a waste, bro. It feels like a waste if we do that. Generally thinking about it, I'm gonna see if we can also snag like, I don't know. They don't really got a lot that's worth snagging on. Let's try to get backup shooter guard Seth Curry. And then we'll give you back Goran Dragic. Is this the trade we're about to do as the last trade, bro? That feels like we missing something, right? Dante in these 2 seconds going to the Bucks, who already been finessed by us 2 times this video. They gave us back Dylan Brooks, who will run the backup shooting guard position, and then Claxton for Robert Williams. This is just 1 trade. Please go through as a 3-teamer, and neither of them are interested. Neither of you? That's okay. What do we do to get to that point though? We don't have any more draft capital. If I throw Goran Dragic to somebody, neither of them are interested. If I throw, I could throw Moose to somebody. We could throw Moose to them, and then y'all give us back the worst player. Give us back Keon Johnson. No, he's more valuable than Moose. Looks acceptable to me. The Knicks are liking it. The Knicks like it. Right? They want Claxton and Goran Dragic, but we somehow got to convince the Bucks of something. Do y'all have somebody that's like just genuinely not valuable? I mean, you got to give us nothing. Now nobody's happy, huh? Now nobody's happy, huh? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. I'm gonna try something very, very similar, but I'm gonna do it for Josh Hart instead of who is it? Dylan Brooks. He's a little bit less valuable, so do it like this. Neither of them are interested, so we got a 2nd round pick for somebody. Neither of them. 2nd round pick here. Neither of them. Okay, that's great. That was that was my strategy, thinking that was gonna be enough, and it wasn't. Oh, the 3-teamer is done. The 3-teamer is done. We got Josh Hart and Robert Williams III for Dante DiVincenzo, 2 seconds. Nicholas Claxton, another second? I don't even know. And Goran Dragic. That might have been the last trade. That might have been the trade that put us over the top. Because Josh Hart is gonna run some 2, because he's a 3-2. They want Trae Young to do what? Has that been that? And I just overlooked it? No way, right? This is the team. This is the championship team, man. Unless we just lose 5 more games in this 2.5-week stretch. A win. Okay, there's 1. No, we're not getting there. Okay. It's a team we run it with 50 wins at least. 50 wins at least, which is a W. We put off a 3-teamer. Won't you look at that? Giannis wins MVP. Paolo, 6th man of the year. Russ. LeBron wins defensive player of the year at the age of 38. Alperen wins most improved player in the Bulls jersey. Absolutely love that. And then Chauncey Billups wins coach of the year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what team are we again? The Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers see Shea. They tried to see or make us put Trae Young on the bench, bro. He's averaging 32 and 11. You talking about having him come off the bench. Jaylen Brown, also an All-NBA player. We love that. We love that. Robert Williams, all defensive team. We traded for him the last 2 weeks of the season. Okay, man. All right. So we are the 3 seed. We'll take that. We ended up winning 51 games. So we were very close to some of the upper teams. Let's see if we can just run it. And I don't have to get y'all nothing. We're going to get Steph Curry and Zach LaVine and Jared Allen is a big 3. It's actually a pretty good big 3. I won't lie to you, but it's surrounded by quickly. They have a small backcourt. We have a small-ish backcourt as well. And they got Darius Bazley. Shout out to Darius Bazley. Let's see what we got. Game 1 is a Cavs win, 2-0. Steph Curry, you getting swept? No, yeah, I didn't expect you to. But you're gonna lose in 5. There we go. Conference finals is on the way. We got to get through the Indiana Pacers, who have Shea and Vucevic. I was very close to trading for Vucevic earlier in this video, so hopefully this will come back to bite me by him going out there and going crazy. Because they had Vucevic and Grant Williams, and I wanted both of those dudes. I almost made a trade with them earlier. Tyler Hero, Jordan Clarkson. The league fits on this team is crazy between Jordan Clarkson and Shea and Tyler Hero be trying to get the fits off too. They definitely got they're more fashion oriented than R5. I'll tell you that. But guess what? We care about more. Basketball. We win game 1 with Shea had 44, but Jaylen Brown almost had 50, and almost an efficient 52. Game 2 was a loss. Okay. Didn't expect to sweep him. Don't expect to sweep nobody. Okay, we lose another one. And this is where we start shortening the rotation and stuff. Bowl is cold. Bowl is cold. Jay Sean. What are you doing, Isaiah? Not anything. You're just existing and missing shots. I'm trying to figure out how we remedy this. If he's cold and he's shooting less than 10% from 3, you know what? I'm not here for a bowl. I'm not here for it, my guy. I would rather throw Najee Marshall in there. I'm gonna throw Najee Marshall to start. Bo, we're taking your minutes away for the foreseeable future until you stop being weak. Because we're not about to have you ruin our series because you want to be out there and be bad and shoot up a bunch of bricks. All right, let's go, Najee. This is your time to shine. And we win that next game. Najee Marshall with a 19-point game. Beautiful. The passing on this team is ridiculous. 17 assists and 14 assists here. Love that. Next game. Look at the coach. Look at Coach JB Bickerstaff making an executive decision to sit Bo. And we just had 3 people put up. John Wall put up another 10 assist game. 3 people put up double-digit assists, and one of them had 18 of them things. What the heck? And Najee Marshall! Trade for Najee in 2K. Stop sleeping on Najee Marshall, man. Okay, we're going to a game 7. Najee was great again. I can't be mad at Najee. All right, he was great again. Isaiah Stewart was bad again. He thought I ain't see that, but I absolutely did see the fact that you missed every single shot. We're getting you out of the rotation completely, Rob. I know you be having some injury history and stuff. This is your time. You playing every single minute possible at that center position, baby. Here we go. We're in Indiana at the Banker Field. I don't remember what the name of their stadium is. Nice place. So I've been there twice. And it was amazing both times. Somewhat close-ish game. 4-point game with 2 seconds to go. It ain't enough. And just like that, the boys have won. I cannot believe. Najee Marshall wasn't great here, but Najee Marshall in the playoffs has been him. He's making a bag this offseason. I ain't mad at you. We're going to take some minutes down because we don't need everybody playing all these minutes at the beginning of this series. So I will give Isaiah Stewart those minutes back. So Rob ain't got to play every single minute. We're playing against Chris Paul, Giannis, Marcus Smart, Mikal Bridges. Whoa, they put together a really nice defensive team. And Mitchell Robinson down there. That's a great defensive team. That's a little bit scary for us because we have a decent defense, but it ain't that good. It ain't better than them. We don't got no Giannis stop on this team. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so we lose game 1. We win game 2. Giannis is going to do his thing. We have to just accept the fact that Giannis is going to score crazily because we ain't got no options to slow that man down. He even fouled out of this one. Didn't matter. We don't have any options. Unless, guess who's coming back? Bo, it's time for you to guard Giannis, baby. It's time for you to guard Giannis. I'm taking Isaiah Stewart minutes away because Bobo's going to run some backup center too. It's time for you to guard Giannis, bro. This is that time. We set you in the last series because it was a bad fit. This is your series too. This is your series, I thought at least. Giannis had 45 of them things. All right. No big deal. We just going to go to 8-man rotation. 8-man, Simcast down 3-1. 8-man, Simcast down 3-1. The Lakers are in the finals. Will we see them now? We've come back from 3-1 plenty of times in this channel. This ain't nothing too crazy, but it might be. So it's close. It's close. It's close. It's OT. We lost. Ah, that sucks. Overtime, we just got outscored, man. Got outscored. Bo, I might never trade for you again. Jaylen Brown gave us an absolute stinker of a shooting night. I may never trade for Bo again. I might always trade for Najee Marshall. Cheap, he scores. All right. Well, that's another jersey I got to give away. The champion ended up being the 76ers in 7. And that's not overtime, but a highly scored game. I thought it was overtime. I'm disappointed in my squad. Maybe I made the wrong decisions here and there. Either way, if you enjoyed it, leave it a like. Comment down below your Twitter. I will be picking a winner of the jersey in a week.